3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. CP Reports here. So at a minute, on what we saw online, it's 5:30, but there's not many here, so hopefully there will be more. I'll come back to you once there's more, guys. Could we be moving then? Could it be moving?
We're not sure. I don't think so. They are supposed to be here. That's why they've agreed with us to be. We'll check elsewhere just in case, but nothing's been heard.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
I am live, by the way.
Yeah, no worries. There's always time, isn't there? But,
well, on Facebook, on Twitter, they said 5:30 start.
Okay, alright, perfect.
So that's how I find it all out.
Yeah, alright,
by Twitter.
I'll let them know. Thank you. Sorry.
Voilà.
people decide to help you. Some decide to push one of these forward. And that's what that was due. People being helped.
Testing.
Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israelis a terrorist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. Israel is a terrorist state. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will be forever. From the sea to the river, Palestine will be forever. From the sea to the river, Palestine will be forever. From the sea to the river. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. 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 Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! Welcome to week 62 of our picket against the genocidal Israeli ambassador who lives about 250, 300 yards from here. This picket is sponsored by the International Jewish Anti-Zionist Network and by the Jewish Network for Palestine. And the ambassador is the one who said on television she was quite prepared to contemplate 600 deaths, 600,000 deaths in Gaza. And let me tell you, as Jewish organizations sponsoring this picket, we know a genocide when we hear one being incited. There's no question that that's what she's doing, and she has supported all the actions of the genocidal IDF. She's also the one who on television said that every building in Gaza probably needed to be leveled, and the IDF clearly has taken her at her word and is doing exactly that. And that's right, we are calling for her expulsion. Kick her out! Kick her out! Kick her out! I should also mention, we talk about the Zionists, and she's a leading Zionist. But believe me, in the United States, there are 30 million Christian Zionists, more Christian Zionists in the United States alone than there are Jews in the whole world. It's the Zionists that we want to be brought to account. Wherever they are, whether they're in the White House, in Whitehall, in Downing Street, wherever they are responsible for mass murder, and they must take responsibility for that, and they must be called out. And I want to say further that this is an anti-racist picket. We will put up with no Islamophobia, no anti-Semitism, no anti-black racism.
I recognise you from somewhere.
No, I've never seen you
No?
before.
They might not be you then.
We all look the same,
of
though.
any sort.
What
No
would
Jewish
you? I don't know
supremacy,
them.
no white supremacy. Thank you. But it is also an open mic, so we are ready to hear from you about what you have to say against this genocide that's going on in Gaza and now being spread,
It's the
frankly,
police,
to the
boys.
West
It's the
Bank.
police. It's fine.
And unfortunately, the Palestinian Authority is acting at the behest of the Zionists in Jerusalem. And now I want to call on our sister Sarah to tell everybody about the rules that we live by on this picket, to try and prevent arrests at the behest, as it often happens, of the Zionists, the few who come now to do their filming and think that they're doing something bravado, keep on talking in the police ears and trying to get them to do something against us. Sister Sarah.
This a bit you guys love, then what they can and can't say to the police. Imagine when you do section 50 on them.
You know, there's a fantastic core of people that are here every week, and we thank IJAN for all the organizing behind the scenes that keeps this picket going and keeps it on the road. And I know, you know, it's cold and it's winter, but we never forget that over 45,000 people have been slaughtered in Gaza, mostly women and children, that newborns are starving and freezing to death, that people are struggling for something to eat, the water is toxic, homes are destroyed, the churches, the schools, and so every week we come here so we never forget, and we never forget the horrors that are being done. Okay, I know that most of us here, and I think there might be a few new people, but we know the safety rules of the picket because we've always wanted this picket to be child-friendly, family-friendly, disability-friendly, so that everybody can be safe and welcome. So we ask people, please don't engage with the Zionists. They're much less around, but there are one or two who come every week and they film and they try to provoke and they try to get people arrested. So we just turn our backs on them. They are infuriating and they completely lost their humanity, but we don't engage with them. We don't give them the time and energy. Second of all, we ask, please don't engage with the police. If they want to chat with you, tell a steward. And there should be a couple of people in a yellow high-vis vest. I hope the stewards can put on a vest now, so make yourself known. Because we know we can't really trust the police. I think we all know that. There are some who are horrified by the genocide, and there are some that are in the police to try to stop rape. But we know they're few and far between, and we need them to call out the others. And we need that to happen. But until that happens, please don't chat with the police. Also keep in mind, if you're having a chat with the police, the Zionists will be standing on their shoulder to take down your name, take a picture of you, etc., and make a note of what you say and try to get you arrested. So those are the rules of the picket. Additionally, as we leave, we stay together and we watch each other's backs. And also, please try to have a buddy if you have a phone number of somebody, because if you go away from the picket and something happens, you need to be able to call a friend and let them know what's happening. So please buddy up and keep each other safe. Is that agreeable to everyone? Okay, thank you. I hope you don't mind, but I wanted to go straight into some news. There was an article in Middle Eastern Eye where the Israeli authorities have actually finally admitted that the allegations of rape and sexual assault that were meant to have happened on the 7th of October, there's no evidence at all. And this is coming. Morin Gantz, who's a former lead prosecutor in Israel's Southern District, has actually said this in the media in Israel. They said there are no reported cases of rape. They haven't had any complaints. They went to women's organizations as well, and they said there have been no reports of rape. So all along, since the 7th of October, people have been saying that it's a lie, but the Zionists have kept repeating it as part of their narrative. And the media have sat by and let them repeat that over and over again. And it's really good that that's come out. Okay, it's worth mentioning that as far back as March 2023, the United Nations experts had already debunked those lies. And they said that there was they could not verify or prove that any such rape had happened.
Boy, can you send us
so that's
please,
been known
for
all
life.
this time. And finally, they're speaking the truth. I just wanted to go on and mention the media is really under scrutiny as never before. The BBC, there have been staff speaking out, there have been leaked emails, there have been all sorts of ructions inside the BBC because the journalists are being told not to mention the word genocide and to distort the picture of what's happening. So it's really important that on the 18th of January, the next big march is to rally outside the BBC. So it's really important that we go there. The march, which is a very good one. So please share that widely, and we hope to see you on the 18th. We have to keep on with the big marches as well as the smaller pickets and all the other BDS work that people are doing in our local areas. Just quickly, I wanted to go on to mention Philadelphia.
I thought the march on the 18th was stopped because the police put conditions in. The police has put conditions on the march on the 18th, haven't they? To stop them.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, according to the Met Twitter, their conditions to stop the march from the BBC.
So it's not
Next weekend,
it's children.
next Saturday is the next national one. It should be starting at the BBC.
Oh, is it right?
But the Met has came out last night and has said that there is now conditions on that to basically stop them from marching from the BBC.
That's going on.
That's why you don't know about it, really.
We don't know the details of every single march and
Yeah, well, the only reason I know about it, I know what the police liaison.
To stop this.
That's the only reason I know.
But the day-to-day rape, assaults, starvation, there's so many crimes that Israel is guilty of, and we want them, and we demand that they be brought to account. Okay, just to quickly mention, in Philadelphia, some of our network are organizing there, and it's a rural area, but people have been doing BDS work to get the local council to withdraw bonds and so on, which are promoting Israel. Also, our colleagues in the Bay Area, there's been a big initiative there, which has stopped the local council from investing in bonds for Israel. There's a company called Caterpillar. We know Caterpillar. Anyway, it's so outrageous. They sell armored bulldozers to Israel. And when the army went into Gaza, the staff of Caterpillar were recruited into the military and are working on the front line with the IDF. So that's how close these companies are linked to the genocide. Anyway, the people in this outside the Bay Area, I forgot the name of the county. They got together. It was Alameda. Thank you. It was faith groups. It was Jewish anti-Zionists. It was Muslim, Arab, people of color, trade unions. They lobbied the local council. They had hundreds of people go inside. 2 women in our network, in iJan's network, gave evidence. They just tore the place up, and they got the county to withdraw $20 million investment. And one of the groups they formed is actually called BAD, which is Bay Area for divestment. Yes, anyway, it's a good name. Yes, on that note, I finished. Just wanted to share that news, and thanks everybody again for coming. If you have news of where you are or what you're doing, please come to the open mic and make use of it. Thanks again, everyone.
That's fabulous. And I know my sister over here, Carol, sometimes has to leave early, so I'm going to bring her onto the mic in a minute. But I did want to add a couple of things. First of all, to remind us all about who Ottaveli is. She's the person that opposes mixed marriages. Can you believe that? In the year 2025, opposing mixed marriages. It reminds me, you hear from my American accent, I have ties to the United States. And all that reminds me of is the Ku Klux Klan, because that's exactly what the Ku Klux Klan always did. It opposed what they called miscegenation, mixed marriages. And what we like is people, whatever group you're from, being able to mix with other groups, to be equal, to be participating with each other. to be joining with each other, whether it's in marriage or in united alliances against all supremacy, the kind of supremacy that she wants without mixed marriages. Alright, Carol.
Hello, I'm glad Sam mentioned mixed marriages. Now, my nephew, he's the only person in the family, let's be honest, I really love, and I love his family. He is married to the daughter of a Black Panther. So, the children are, of course, dual heritage, and they are only little, and they already, one is 6, one is 8, and they know from the river to the sea, which I think is wonderful. What I came to really talk to you about is what happened yesterday. I went to a art gallery called P21 near Euston or King's Cross. I don't know.
Guys, just keep them moving.
Heard of
to
this?
make
It's a
it
beautiful
impossible
place.
for them.
It's a Palestinian place, and I with a friend, and I wanted to see a film, an American film. And when I tried to see the film before, the people in the gallery said, no, this is too harrowing, you're not allowed to see it. And when I tried to walk down, they barred the way. But as I had a friend, they at last agreed I could watch this film. I wish I'd taken their advice. That's horrible thing. Children who've been injured, children who were dead. It's absolutely horrible. After the film, I went to have coffee, and the person who owns the cafe said, after the film, did you go and look at the artwork? And we both said yes. It was all not figurative, but what came into his mind. And so we waited and we talked to the artist, and he said, what did you think of my artwork? And we were lucky, we could honestly say excellent. And he said, I used to be a journalist, but I had to give it up because there are no words I can think of that describe the genocide. There is no way I can describe what I saw in Palestine, and I thought the only way I can express it is by doing some artwork. Anyway, he was so interesting and so humble. We talked to him for over an hour, and it was a young Palestinian, or young to me, 51, and he, yeah, well, it is, Sam, it is young to me, and he was so real. He made you feel, if this is the sort of people that come out of Gaza, what a wonderful, wonderful set of people they must be. I thought I'd share this with you. I'm not talking about my family as I usually do, or showing off as I usually do, but I will end in my usual way. From the river to the sea. From the sea to the river. And I will have to leave a little early today.
Okay. Thank you very much, Carol. It is important to remember all the time that the main victims of this have been women and children. 70%. We know of the deaths of something like 30,000 women and children, and several hundred of those have been infants under the age of 1. It is unbelievable. And you know,
They're Gaza people. They're reporting for Al Jazeera and other Arabic stations. That's what our politicians need to listen to and look at.
that's right. But of course, they don't believe Palestinians because they don't really think they exist. They can look at them in 3D indeed. And I should note, by the way, that our friend Hotovelli has said there's no humanitarian crisis in Gaza. As someone is saying, let her children starve. We don't want her children to starve. We don't want anybody's children to starve. But the idea, you know, I hate to say it, I'm Jewish. But if it were Jewish kids that were starving, we would hear something else from these politicians. And we should be hearing it for any kids that are starving, whether they're Jewish or Palestinian or Eritrean or Sudanese, Congolese. Unfortunately, you can name all of the different genocides that are frankly going on. But the lead one, because it's happening on television, which makes all the others possible, frankly, is the genocide that's going on in Gaza. And that's why we are here for week 62 of this picket. And we're not going anywhere until that genocide stops. Sybil, are you here to give us some more chants? Nope. I give it to the Queen here.
Viva, viva! Viva, viva! Viva, viva! Viva, viva! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! From the sea to the river! From the sea to the river! Viva, Stop starving children! Stop starving mothers!
Hide your face, man.
Just a couple of announcements about action. So if you fancy some culture tomorrow, come to King's Cross at 5:30. Join Camden PSC. We're going to march up to Sadler's Wells, and we're going to display our disapproval at Barclays and the support that they give to Sadler's Wells. So please do join us. If you don't want to march, come to Sadler's Wells at 6:30. Sorry? 5:30 King's Cross, in front of the station. A slow and gentle march up the hill, and then we will pick it outside Sadler's Wells. Second thing is, on the 20th of January, which is in a couple of weeks, Camden Friends of Palestine and Camden PSC have been working on Camden Council. We've had deputations to them. We've spoken in the gallery. People have been thrown out for holding up the word genocide. We have finally got them to debate Gaza. So we would really appreciate your support outside the council there at 6:30 on the 20th of January. They may well close the public gallery, but if we're outside we can make a lot of noise. The last thing I wanted to say really is about the PSC march and the banning of the start of the PSC march outside of the BBC. I don't really see how they can stop us, to be honest. We will march on that day, and we will march from the outside the BBC.
Well, they'll get arrested.
So please make sure you come
they'll
to that as
just
well.
get arrested. Got their
One final
conditions
thing
in
about the
place by
comments
the
of
police
rape.
that will
Every
allow the police to arrest
accusation
them.
is a
So,
confession, is it not? They kept shouting.
are you guys on next weekend? Are you on next weekend?
I won't be, no. But
There will be a lot of arrests at that one. At the BBC. It's starting from the BBC.
No, I'm not working that. Thankfully.
It's going to be funny though. It's going to be hysterical. Hear me live
We're always
streaming it
international in
on the
this.
18th. There are about 5, 6
do
of
wanna
us
point
from
out-
here there all filming.
Really?
Yeah.
A group of activists
So
held a silent protest in Tel Aviv on January 3rd, condemning the Israeli attacks on journalists in Palestine's Gaza. They were all women, and they were dressed in black. On January 5th, activists from the Israeli anti-genocide, anti-apartheid group, Radical Bloc, gathered at the main gates of the Israeli occupation forces, the IOF headquarters, and the Ministry of Defense in Tel Aviv to confront Israeli troops with the reality of the genocide Israel is committing in Gaza. The walls are beginning to break down, and the people even in Israel are coming out and telling the truth. It's about bloody time. All right, I now call on our sister Agnes. Agnes is a genocide survivor. She survived the Holocaust.
Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Or is okay? I'd just like to speak about hope, a little bit about hope. And okay, so 2 weeks ago I was here, and I made an unscheduled impromptu speech, very short, but it was very unscheduled and very impromptu, and I couldn't remember afterwards what I said. That annoyed me. So Sam very kindly arranged a YouTube link for me to watch what I said. Then I asked his permission whether I can send it to a few friends, and he said yes. Now, I don't have a mobile phone. I'm not on any social media at all. However, this speech 2 weeks ago was on Hanukkah, during Hanukkah. And Hanukkah is about lights, which are mentioned, but it's also about miracle. Because instead of just one day, the oil which they found, the Maccabees found, lasted for 8 days. Now, I've got my little miracle here, because though I'm not on any social media, don't have a mobile phone, my little speech here seems to have gone viral. I mean, I managed to find 5 platforms. There might be more, but as of yesterday, 10 o'clock in the evening, 822,250 people saw it, which is which is more than 3/4 million.
Don't take for the video.
I'm allowed to, it's free country. It's free country, mate, it's free country.
This is a miracle. And I would like to add, if I can have another minute, that I was born during the Holocaust in Budapest. My mother was in hiding. I was born
I'm basically
under a
filming all
false
their
name.
faces.
But my mother did
it's something
write
that
an amazing
generally
diary,
does.
very
You're not
detailed
used to
diary.
it. It is a very
About
sort
my
of in your
birth,
face
but
thing.
also
Yeah, no,
So
literally, yeah.
there's no law against it.
It's free country, all I
But
can
some
say.
people, you've got to appreciate it. Some people,
I know. Yeah, I know. But it's free country.
It's a cover page which said, "To my darling little Agnes, so that you remember and fight that such times like this should never be repeated." Well, I took that on, and I've been trying that since I was 13. So the last thing I want to say, that 2 weeks ago, 27th of December, it wasn't only Hanukkah, it was also my mother's birthday. So I think there's a bit of a miracle here, and
bit of hope, and thank you very much for your attention.
I've just checked, Agnes, it's now over 860,000
So the chat now wants me to do a conga line for me. No way is that happening.
A small miracle. That's fabulous.
No,
Our
guys.
word is getting out all over the world. We have to remember, when you see 860,000 views, that's not just in the UK, that's all over the world. And Agnes, a Holocaust survivor, is being seen. Another Jewish anti-Zionist being seen all over the world opposing the genocide.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
Police, please don't arrest her. Please don't arrest our Jewish anti-Zionist Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, that's right. Arrest the real criminal, which is Hunter Valley. Arrest the real criminal, Hunter Valley. Who should they arrest? Who should they arrest? I can't hear you. Who should they arrest? That's right. Have you heard that it is now dangerous for IDF soldiers to travel? Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. The IDF warns Israeli soldiers, when you travel abroad, you could be prosecuted for alleged Gaza war crimes. An Israeli was accused of war crimes, smuggled out of Brazil,
guys,
but justice pursues him to Argentina.
The protesters have to stay
The
in
move
tickets
reinforces
in
our
the
commitment to
that will
ending
not
impunity and holding the perpetrators accountable. Justice will prevail, no matter
You might
where
see
they
Banana
lie.
Man smile.
The Israelis smuggled him out of Brazil to Argentina, but even there he was pursued. And in fact, suspects in recent cases, Israeli soldiers, have had to flee Cyprus, Sri Lanka, and Thailand to avoid arrest.
Used by the Americans and the Brits helping Israel.
Yes, close the bases. You know, I think, I'm not quite sure what it is. The US has something like 100 and something bases all around the world.
800.
800, sorry. Yeah, I thought it was 800 bases around the world, policing the world and supporting the genocide in Gaza. And as this woman absolutely insists, quite rightly, the British are doing the best they can given how small their arms are now. They're putting a lot of it in to supporting the genocide going on in Gaza, and now they're being called on the fact that they are actually passing information directly to the IDF to help kill babies.
They're bombing Yemen.
and they're bombing Yemen. Thank you. You know, I have one other piece of good news, though we do have to report. Zara Sultana, a year ago in last January, called for the expulsion of the ambassador. And frankly, John MacDonald finally got some backbone. Now they kicked him out of the Labour Party for a little while. It gave him a bit of backbone. And he called in Parliament this week for a total embargo of Israel and for the expulsion of Hatavelli. Yeah, what took him so long? Good question. So, this is an open mic. You're going to want to hear a lot more from me if you don't come up and talk. And I get very boring. I've got a load of statistics.
Thank you, Sam. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Oh my god, my glasses. I don't know where my glasses have got to. I can't see a thing. Okay. What, glasses? Oh, thank you, Kate. Okay, yes, now I've got to be on light as well, even better. I'm from Nurses for Palestine. In fact, we call ourselves Nurses for Free Palestine now. And we have a group and we meet every month. And, well, first of all, actually, on the question of the press, I saw that the Guardian, it's extraordinary, have reported that the Lancet, which is a very highly respected medical journal, the Lancet has reported they've done an inquiry into the numbers of deaths of people in Gaza, and they found that the existing figures that have been going around are in fact 41% down on what their inquiry has found, and the Guardian has even reported it. Extraordinary. Anyway, so I think that the Lancet may be a publication that health workers should go to. Well, I'm sure they are going to them. Now we had a meeting, in fact, yesterday, and one of our nurses is from Somerset. She's from the army. There's somebody from County Down in Ireland. There's somebody from York. There's somebody from the US.
Well, he should be in a pen though. He should be in the pen, shouldn't he?
And we're all
He should be in a pen.
looking for people who want to join our group. And because we are trying to put pressure, we are going to be putting pressure on the Royal College of Nursing, which is I think it's the biggest national nurses organisation internationally. You know, they're quite well respected, and we want to put pressure on them to speak out against the genocide, to speak out against, you know, foreign arms embargo,
he should be in a
to
pen.
speak out against the Israeli Nurses Association, which has not said anything about the killing of Palestinian people. You know, as nurses, that's an absolutely shameful thing to do. Whatever country you're from, we are for, you know, for compassion and for caring, and that is absolutely not what the Israeli nursing organisation is doing. Anyway, we are now, our group is now on Instagram. We are
genocide. What we are witnessing. To speak the plain truth of what's happening in Gaza. And that has to be defended by those unions. If they start with the workers, and they have to, we need to push them, then they need to stand on our freedom of speech. As people that are standing for humanity and against the genocide. So that's the only thing I want to do.
Talking of freedom of speech, making full freedom of speech to the Zionists. It doesn't propose
from the outside.
that Zionist legacy of death and destruction, who they want to restrict our speech. And that's why this picket exists, among other things.
You should be
is to make
concerned about
sure
my safety. They
that
haven't
they
crossed
hear
the
us
boundaries though. Like
all the way down
I know, but well,
at Altaveli's house.
one of them did. They touched my camera. They haven't. They touched my camera.
They did. I was there.
He done that. Touched my camera.
Can you go back?
If you got proof, show it.
Unfortunately could not be here this week.
I don't care.
But I want to remind us,
But you
because of
saying
the
that I'm
health,
the problem.
Right. If they went inside.
because of the nurses having just
If they went
spoken,
inside the pen where.
that 82 Israeli doctors signed a letter
Just showing the
giving
situation now. I've seen once more. I'm sorry. Which way did I ask?
Some bracelets, which is what you do now.
We're having a conversation.
You know,
If I'm in your way, tell me.
sometimes with the Palestinian flag.
I know. Don't get out of hand now any time.
This is wonderful to young people.
Warren, you send this to 2C ASAP. It's going to kick off.
They can speak out.
It's going to kick off. Me to send this to the other channel I'm reporting for 1 second.
On the other side
Because they
of
have
the
been
railings.
subjected to disciplinaries. So one of the motions that we want to push at the Royal College of Nursing, this Congress,
unnecessarily.
is the fight to speak the plain truth about genocide. And we are witnessing to speak the plain truth of what's happening in Gaza. And that has to be defended by those unions. If they stand with the workers and they have to, we need to push them, then they need to stand on our freedom of speech. As people that stand for humanity and against the genocide. Because that's the only way that we can
and we know, talking of freedom of speech,
Why don't you ask them to keep watching the protest? I'm just filming the protest from the outside. I don't want to have anything to do with them.
of death and destruction, who they want to restrict our speech. And that's why this picket exists, among other things.
You should be concerned about my safety. They haven't crossed the boundaries though. Like I know, but well, one of them did. They touched my camera. They haven't. They touched my camera. They touched my camera. Can you go back?
If you got proof, show it.
Unfortunately could not be here this week.
I don't care.
But I want to remind us,
But you're
because of
saying
the
that I'm
health,
the problem.
Right. If they went inside.
because of the nurses having just
If they went
spoken,
inside the pen where.
that 82 Israeli doctors signed a letter
Just showing the situation now.
permission
And this
to the
is 2C.
IDF to bomb hospitals and medical
I'm gonna go to the
staff
other
and
side.
patients and babies. And we say, kick out out!
Supported by the judges in the family court, by social workers, the police and the government. However, much as they must be opposed and punished, these men are amateurs in their crimes. Career professionals are in IDF. In their genocidal pathological fury, they killed more than 46,000 people in Gaza. And as some said, 70% are women and children. But we are invigorated by the fact that at the picket of the family court, which support no separation, has been holding for the first Wednesday every week of the month for 8 years, the connection is always made between the violence on women in this country, the violence especially against women in Syria and Gaza, the West Bank, Lebanon, Syria, and now Yemen. On the 17th of December, the National Day against Violence Against Sex Workers, payday, where in the Trafalgar Square, where 3 sex workers organizations had a dying event, and we were supposed to be able to let prostitutes for 50 years. They naming this sex workers, the sex workers were killed by violent men in the last 10 years. And again, the connection there about the murders here and the genocide in Gaza was made very clear. So the anti-Zionist movement, and we thank Israel for giving us the power to come out as anti-Zionist non-Jews. This movement cannot be but strengthened by this support from the very vulnerable sectors in society, and we have to acknowledge it. But if single mothers were deprived of their children, and sex workers were sometimes the same women, come out in support of Gaza, it is our responsibility as men to come out clearly against violent men in the UK, in the US, in Gaza, or wherever else. As we stressed many times, this is an international movement. And we have to recognize the movement of refuseniks in Israel.
Yes!
Who are in the belly of the monster. They send out regular messages telling us.
We say kick out the IMA, we say kick out the Israeli Nursing Association, and we say kick fucking Kosovelli out as well.
Kick out! Who do we want to kick out? Who else do we want to kick out? The IMA! And the Nurses Association! Kick them all out! You know, they do take a Hippocratic oath to do no harm. How can they possibly think that bombing children, bombing hospitals, bombing doctors, killing journalists, killing babies, starving people to death, how can they possibly think that's doing no harm? It's really disgusting. They should be decertified, thrown out, thrown in prison, frankly. All right, Giorgio, give us some news internationally. I have a prepared speech.
Yes, I'll come with news, but I'd like to say something about the fact that once supremacism that we don't want here is also male supremacy. And I want to refer to what Nina said from the Global Women's Strike 2 or 3 weeks ago, talking about male supremacy. Because in Payday, a member of Payday, we are against all violent men. Yes, against those who kill women and children and men in Gaza, but also against there'll be mass marches. Paris is very near. It's 2 hours, 20 minutes away from Houston to California. Okay? Second, in Vicenza, which is near Venice in Italy, there will be on the 18th of January a demo against a golf fair where Israel will be there with diamonds.
You have to listen to
Secondly,
normal conversation. But
in
you have to
closing,
listen to us, you know.
in Venice,
You know,
that was the funny thing.
normal conversation that adults.
The Zionists managed to stop an event and 60 people being cultural place in Venice. They stopped it, but people united under the leadership of students and teachers at university. They opened the university, and instead of 60 people, we have 600 people going to the demo. So free Palestine.
Thank you, Giorgio. Just a couple of statistics before we close this down. And remember that we will be here next week. We're not going away. We are not deserting. We're going to keep going at Hatta Valley until she's gone and until the bombing stops. And talking of bombing, a whole series of statistics have been collated about what happened last year. I'm only going to give a few. They dropped 88,000 tons of explosives on Gaza, on the Gaza Strip. It's more than they dropped on Vietnam in 20-odd years. They committed 9,973 massacres, killing many people at one time and bombing or shelling 70% women and children, as we have said. We know of at least 56,714 people that have been killed. 1,413 families, whole families have been killed. 12,000 women. 1,100 medical staff. 200 journalists. And I could go on. But it's time for us to finish for tonight. It's very cold. And it's wonderful that so many people have come out and that we continue to come out. And we could not keep this picket going without your support. We thank you. We thank you. But we also thank the Palestinian people for hanging in there and giving us leadership. In some chats as we close it down.
Palestine will be free!
piece of amazing team tonight or tomorrow. I always just do that on protests anyway, but I got contact, so. Are you on next weekend? Are you on the 18th? Next weekend. The 18th.
Off the top of my head.
I'll be here next week, hopefully. Well, about 5 of us will be here quite a lot next week. They're coming from Wales, Ireland, for the 18th. I'm coming from Oxford.
Oh, that's it.
So it's been mentioned before, but the PSC Stop the War Coalition March on the National March on the 18th of January is has had some restrictions imposed on it by the criminally complicit Met Police. But we are ignoring those restrictions, and we are going to be marching, aren't we? We will march.
And we'll be meeting at the BBC. We know that the BBC has somebody in it who's essentially part of Mossad. And that's right, he speaks for the embassy. You know, policy in this country is being dictated by the embassy. And that's horrendous. A foreign power is now ruling the UK in many ways. Together with the Americans, that's right. It's hard to tell the difference. Alright, see you all next week.
I'll keep this going, guys. There might be an arrest.
It does when I've been able to watch it using headphones and I can match up the speech to the mouth movements. No, definitely I've definitely got for it to do it. Yeah, that's like the big option to get that. Yeah. Just send it over. I'm used to uploading. Yeah. I can imagine. Your end? I haven't been able to look at it. It's too loud.
But what's happening?
I hope you realise he's a liar.
What's happening? Guys, there might be an arrest. Hold on.
Oh, okay. So you're getting this lady's detail.
I've been on the side the entire time. What did the sound look like?
I have got a picture of it. You want to see it on video? You want it?
Alright, just give me one second. I'll be back.
You see how I've got it? British of it. Yours on live.
You got a yellow hair top.
Where is that band from?
No one cares. No one gives a shit. It's like
I might have it on my live stream. I'll be sending in anyway.
Again, we've got his details now.
Okay, no problem.
So if it,
my details just in case. Or?
No, are you going to send that to the PLC?
I will be saying it anyway, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, just do that. And then obviously if it comes out he's committed an offence, we've already got his details anyway.
No problem. But, like, put it this way, I had to get more basis signs from them on a number of occasions.
That's
and what they're trying to do now for you guys is try and get people out here filming in our public right.
It's both sides, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's one of those things, like I say, we've got his details now.
No problem, I'm sending it in anyway. I'll get a live footage sent in tonight. I just have to wait for it to process.
Okay,
and then I'll get the full video sent in. Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I appreciate
won't be able to make out a thing because she's the worst cameraman in the world. Everything's all blurry.
Not tonight, is it, mate? I thought I got evidence that you guys assaulted me at Piccadilly Circus as well. I was. Want to see the damage to my phone that you guys did? Want to see the damage that you protesters done to my phone at Piccadilly Circus? Thank you very much. No, I did not. No, I did not. Oh, whatever. The police are looking for you guys, by the way. The police are looking for you. It's been investigated. I've never put my phone on the floor. Right guys, I'm going to go in a sec. I'm getting cold now. I just want to make sure these guys, the other people here filming are okay. And they're making counter claims against them at the minute.
I don't think it's true for a second. However, it doesn't cost that much. If it did, trust me, I'd be dealing with it. No, I know.
Oh, Midget is here. Midget is here. Can we have some privacy, please?
No, my right to film. I can film whatever. Hope to go away.
I can film whatever too, darling.
I know you can.
So why are you telling me to go away?
Leave her alone, leave her alone. Don't be so intimidating.
Am I next to her though?
You're following her, so just leave her alone, alright?
I do this every week.
I'm making sure we have privacy.
Just don't follow people, that's all.
Where's the stick man? Where's this?
Excuse me? Wow.
Do it again, do it again.
Just leave her alone, just don't follow her.
Do it again. Do it again.
Just go back, otherwise they're going to attack you.
Do it again.
Well, they got these blocked. Officer, I'm an independent journalist, and they do not need to block my camera. That's the reason why I'm defending myself there.
I'm trying to give him some privacy.
He doesn't need it. He's in public place. If that covers my camera again, I'm taking it off you.
Excuse me?
She's just assaulted her. No, I did not assault her. I did not assault her. I took a sign at my face.
Just relax, everybody calm
She's just assaulted her.
Relax.
She's just assaulted her. That's assault. It's not assault. She's arrested her for the same thing. She's really aggressive. I didn't assault her, but I didn't assault her.
Give me some space, thank you.
No, I'm not giving you space. It's my right to film. No, I am. You're not getting in your way. I wronged them, so I'm defending myself again. I don't know. What's happening?
I'm just going to grab his details.
All I did there was that lady as I self-defended myself, and now she's claiming I assaulted her and I didn't. I just took a sign out of her hand to self-defend myself, which is my right. So, then I just thought I'd say it now, but they're now trying to get me arrested for self-defense.
I'm not trying to arrest you.
No, I'm just saying, I need to show you a footage. I haven't got a footage. Officer, I got footage of me doing it. You can't see it.
So
all I did, because you were trying to hit me with it, yeah. All I did to self-defense. Okay. I self-defend myself by taking it. I thought I was. Footage? Yeah, I have.
Okay, let's have a look.
1 second. Let me go back.
You're going to this one, right?
But let me try and find it now. 1 second. Where is it? Here.
If you've taken something out of her hand and
it's not assault at all.
It's not assault.
No, it isn't. But I got arrested for it in the past.
Okay.
Right, white people more important.
I can feel whatever. Here it is. So you see it.
I'm not the right colour. Let you know what Palestine is in the States.
I warned her I wasn't doing it and everything. That's all I did.
Okay. Yeah, that's not an assault.
It should be a third party.
You have recorded your unwilling to write when I'm telling you other parties provided. You're showing something in someone's face which could be in the film.
Come on.
I suggest you leave it now.
I suggested you talk without bias or favour to any particular party. I know you guys support genocide and support the war criminals that are on this.
Hand up my face.
She can record if she wants, right?
Yeah. Right?
We are doing our job.
Somebody else will record it because I don't want to speak with recording because I'm the victim.
I know what you're saying. You do have a recording. You're saying you do have a recording. You're unwilling to write when I'm telling you. You're showing something in someone's face which could be in the film.
Come on.
I suggest you leave now.
I suggested you talk without bias or favour to any particular party. I know you guys support genocide and support the war criminals that are on this.
Hand up my face.
She can record if she wants, right?
We are doing our job today.
Last week and you did nothing about it. What did you do? You told us to go back to the protest and just deal with it.
When I complained, he saying the police said I haven't seen it.
Are you ready to interview me now?
Ask me a question. Yeah. Next Saturday, bring 2-3 people with you. Everyone.
Please interview me. Interview me, please. Ask me questions. Go on, aren't you a reporter? Interview me. Come on. Few questions. Reporters, they ask questions.